Every year in London, around 100 people are killed in collisions on our roads. Today, those who have lost their lives will be remembered by victims' families, road safety campaigners and others as part of a walk organised by the charity RoadPeace. Its destination, Crystal Palace, the site of the first ever recorded road traffic incident in 1896. Jim Weeble went along and spoke to one woman whose life changed forever as a result of a traffic collision.
The actual trauma of actually what happened never really goes away. I'll never, ever be able to forget it.
In 2007, Sarah Hope's life changed when a bus mounted the pavement near her home in Mortlake. Her mother was killed, her daughter lost a leg, and she was badly injured. When you're walking down the street and a bus goes by, I mean, how do you feel? I mean, does it remind you? Do you have a little shudder?
I didn't get on a bus for 10 years. I was too petrified to get on buses. My son now cycles around London and he says to me things like, oh yes, I do cycle very carefully, but I always say, but it's not how you cycle, it's how other people drive.
But the sentence handed down to the driver in Sarah's case, 4 years for death by dangerous driving and 2 counts of grievous bodily harm, in her view was not enough.
I think road crash victims are not getting the justice they deserve. They are not. There's no deterrent for dangerous driving if dangerous drivers are going to get off with very lenient sentences.
The government told us they have increased the maximum penalty for causing death by dangerous driving to life imprisonment so that punishments can fit the severity of the crime. It's one of several areas those on today's walk want addressing. In London, a key pledge the Mayor has made has been the Vision Zero commitment to eliminate road traffic deaths by 2041. A key part of this is lowering speeds. In fact, another 65 kilometres of London's roads will see their speeds drop to 20 miles per hour. And since the introduction of 20 mile per hour zones, the number of collisions in the capital has dropped by a quarter. But for RoadPeace, there's a key change they'd like to see.
Graduated driving licensing would give young people who just passed their test the opportunity to become safe and competent drivers. Young drivers aged 17 to 24, they make up just 7% of the driving population out there on the UK's roads, but they account for 24% of road deaths and serious injuries in the UK.
So what is a graduated licence? Well, in other countries it's meant learner drivers must have a minimum of 6 months learning, at least 50 to 60 hours of practice, and for those newly qualified and under 21, restrictions on when they can drive without adult supervision. Back in 1896, Bridget Driscoll was killed by a car in Crystal Palace, the first reported road traffic accident. Today she was remembered, along with the thousands of others who have also lost their lives. Jim Weeble, BBC London.